going on, everybody? Bueller here again with the Mustache Bot Swing Trade Alerts. I'm here to I wanted to post some charts, but I just really didn't feel like posting charts. So I wanted to do a video. Feels a little bit more hands-on, might even help out a little bit better. But overall, what we like to look for in swings are patterns with positioning. Just write that down. Pretty easy to remember. But over here, you can see we actually called out LAC for under 100 and Mara just under 200 for swings to the downside on those. You can see the contracts, everything. Called them out 45 minutes before close yesterday. Updated this morning at 8 o'clock, 30 minutes before open, saying that these swings were going to be green at open and will update as needed, but don't be greedy. Just because everything was starting low, so it's just kind of obvious. Definitely not dumb to take profits at open or set some good hard stops right above and let them go lower or ride the 9 EMA even. We love the 9 EMA. I'll talk about that a little more as well. But the swing trade alerts we ended up taking, you can see here at open, you could have taken pretty good profits. Mara for almost 40%, LAC for almost 15%, and that's one contract per. There's no sneaky business there. 23.5% there, 32 later on, 6 minutes later. So right after almost 7 minutes of the market being open, you could have taken really good profits. And then we posted a day trade alert, but that's someone else who did that, so I won't cover his TA. And then of course our day trade watch list, I make these myself. Definitely very high probability. If you guys have been paying attention to the last few, they've actually been over 80% accurate for the past few weeks. So make sure you're marking those levels when you can and looking for the BB systems. But overall, we also lost on Sunrun the other day. I'm still in. I'm looking to try and average down over the next few weeks because we have a lot of time. But overall, just a bad start to that play. And again, we don't hide from our losers, so I just wanted to point that out. But let's go over the charts, LAC and Mara. But as you can see on LAC, we'd like to focus on the 9 EMA and patterns. So what we can see here is a rally over a really good level. They retested it. This is very normal for a bullish run. As you can see, they end up taking it with a morning star. Very, very clean after they took that level. It's also very smart to mark new highs right there. As you can see, that's kind of where they stopped before getting that slowdown. So whenever you get that first slowdown, make sure you mark that high. And then whenever you get your first, slowdown again, make sure you mark it again. You can see we gapped up and we produced small indecisive candles. This is a very, very good sign of that we're going to slow down soon, that it's oversold. You should definitely take profits on any swings and look to actually slow down, hold cash overnight to maybe take some amazing day trades for the next coming days. The very next day came through and they produced a large candle breaking not just the 9 EMA, but also that recent support, that recent resistance that we had before that slowdown. So I wanted to mark that. As you can see, we broke 3482, giving us very high probability confirmation with accumulating volume that it wanted to continue lower, maybe towards this level here, but again, somewhere in this area between here and here, mainly because this is where they used it as support before moving higher, and this is the other low support where we were using as the shoulder for the breakout. So again, this is the kind of the big area that they're going to slow down at. As you can see, we're reaching that. Another really cool system you can use is throwing on your EMAs. These are the other EMAs that we like to look at, and I'll post another video later on down the road that covers all my PDFs and goes through a lot more stuff, more in depth. But as you can see, we like to aim for EMAs also. So after this one broke the 9 EMA, it went towards the 21 EMA. That's what we like to focus, the 9, 21, and 55, 100, and 200. We don't use the bottom two as much. It's mainly these three for short-term swings, but overall, I love using these to go in between for double confirmation. Again, starting with price action, you never want to swift away from that, but always nice to look at your EMAs. And then the last one is Mara. So this one, I got a very messy chart here. Very messy, as you can see with all my levels. Actually, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, with all my levels, again, and using my levels from the far left of the chart, I like to use emerging candles from the far left, and I'll go over that in another video, or you can check out some of my most recent videos. But as you can see, we broke all of our EMAs with a very strong candle after kind of a flag formation, and it moved down with rising volume accumulation. Again, very, very strong volume to the downside. So again, looking for whatever area is next. There are no EMAs, so what other levels are we looking at? You can see just from recent price action, we had a kind of launch from this area, so they're most likely headed towards that level. And as you can see, we have a bigger time frame level here at 2358. Even if you clear this though, and talk about it just like I did on LAC and tell the story of the chart left to right, you can see we did have a very strong base build here, a gap up with accumulating volume. So there's a lot of strength right here. They end up taking it up. They get their slowdown, holding the 55. They move up to the 100 and 200, reject, We get kind of an indecisive long-legged doji. You know that it's indecisive because you have long legs on both sides. Anytime you have a candle with long legs on both sides, it's very indecisive. You need to wait for the next piece of information. You can see right here, you got a gap up. This shows bullish continuation. What is this one showing? More indecisiveness. Probably seller taking control. More seller taking control. So what are you getting right here? If you just look at the volume from day to day, it's not accumulating, it's falling, it's dropping. They're not accumulating, they're not moving on, they don't want to grow. The buyers are not trying to overtake this 9 EMA with strength, with confidence, with conviction. What does the next day do? We gapped up, and we moved lower, giving us a bearish engulfing. So we had multiple patterns pop up, giving us more conviction, more confidence for continuation to the downside, even without our levels, even without the EMAs, using our patterns and positioning to give us our higher probability plays. So hopefully you guys enjoyed these breakdowns. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the plays. I'll definitely be posting more. If you guys want more videos like this, please get this video to 25 likes.